third repair day at the towing lot. So what we have here is a Fender Acoustic that the bridge is popping off of. You've seen this probably on acoustics before, especially with string tension on it. So here's what we do for this. I'm going to make sure that everything is covered up to the best of my ability. That isn't the bridge. I have this big book over the sound hole to try to keep some of that energy out of there. And we're just going to heat up the bridge and we're going to do it very slowly and carefully to make sure that we don't get any of the poly. We don't start really demolishing the poly on the top of the finish. How we check our readings is with this laser. Right now we're at 140 degrees. I'm trying to sort of maintain an even temperature across the bridge here. These books are really good at absorbing a lot of heat, so you feel them on the bottom, they're still relatively cool, and the towels will kind of disperse some of the energy as well. So we're keeping a really close eye on this because we want this to get warm enough to melt the glue, but not hot enough to damage it. So, all right, we finally applied enough heat to it, and with my little palette knife here, popped the bridge off. And my suspicions were immediately confirmed. A lot of times at the factories, they don't really take the time, because they're mass producing guitars, they don't really take the time to make sure that the bridge is 100% wood on wood contact. This doesn't really hold up a bridge on finish. So what we're going to do, you can see where the bridge was. We're gonna score around that, sand everything down, and then we are going to re-glue. All right, here's everything all cleaned up. All the glue is off, and all the finish is removed from where I'm going to glue. So we're going to do a dry run real quick, scratch this up a little bit on the bottom, and then you want to dry run before you glue anything. You always want to rehearse your clamping. All right, here's what our clamping is going to look like. Haven't decided if I'm going to lay something down the center, but I do have a pretty decent amount of force with these clamps. Enough force where this bridge, once it's redone, is not going anywhere for decades. So, all right, we're all clamped down, and we have our squeeze out here, which is a good sign. So I'm going to clean this up and let it sit overnight. See what happens. Alright, so here it is. Let the glue joint cure for about 36 hours. They tell you to do it for 24, but I like to give these things a little bit of extra time. Just it never hurts. So we're gonna string this up and see what we've done. Alright, here it is. All strung up, fully restored, and ready to go. Seems as though my work on the bridge is holding.